What's going on, Infected? It's Wolf of the Quarantine, and I'm going to be taking a look at a game today that was sent to me to review by the name of, I'm pretty sure I'll mispronounce this, Seikatsu? I think that's how you pronounce it. Now in Seikatsu, which apparently means life in Japanese, each one of the players are trying to get the most beautiful view of this garden. And you're going to be doing that by drawing these tokens out of a bag, and you're going to be placing them out. And if you match, the tokens have flowers and birds on them. Flowers are for endgame scoring, birds are for immediate scoring. When you place a bird, if you place that bird adjacent to another bird of the same color and same type, then you're going to score points for every other bird that was around it. So if I place this and there were 3 birds around it, I score 3 immediate points. You're going to continue to do that until all of the tiles are placed. You have a couple wild tiles that go down and they basically can count as anything, but when you, at the end game scoring, your perspective of the board very much matters, because you're now going to draw straight lines throughout all of them, or all of the different areas of the board, and you're going to figure out in each line which flower has the most in it. So if there's like a yellow flower, a blue flower, and 3 red flowers, that has 3 red flowers in it. You're going to base that on how you're going to look at a little chart and see, okay, well, how many points do I get for 3? Okay, I get this many points. You're going to add those up, and you're going to do that for every one of the lines. Every player is going to do that, and at the end of the game, whoever has the most points is declared the winner. I have to say, I'm just going to right out of the gate say I love Seikatsu. This game, I did not expect to enjoy this as much as I did. It is super, super light, but has a lot going on behind it. The first time I played this, I was actually really drunk and just completely decimated my wife like 3 games in a row. And I could barely see or sit up. So if that gives you any idea how simple the game is to learn, I was pretty drunk the first time I learned the game. And I played it several other times after that. But it's got a lot of interesting thinking. So do you score immediate points right now by, again, placing a bird next to other birds that are already out there? But then you also have to look at the board. Okay, well, if I put this here, that's going to, on this row, on my opponent's row, that's going to give them 4 or 5 of this one flower. And you don't want that, because that gives them a ton of points. And if I'm not mistaken, at the end of the game, there is, right here, at the end of the game, there are, if you have 6 in the same row, you get 21 points, which is nuts. So you wind up having to look at the board and go, okay, well, I can put it here, and this will give me at least 3 into this row, which 3 gives you, 6 points? So this will give me at least an extra 6 points, but it also gives me 2 points now, because there's 2 other birds of the same kind here, so I'll go ahead and put that right here. And there's just, and that's it. That's all the game is. It's super light, but super deep when it comes to playing. And then when you play with 3 players, not only are you having to go, well, if I put this here, I'm going to be doing this, but I'm also going to be giving them this many points and then this many points at the end of the game. So you're having to constantly think about the entire board at all times. And it's super fun. And again, I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. Now, the only flaw that I could think of with the game is if you don't like randomness in a game, but it's not so much randomness, because you're reaching out, you're pulling out 2 tiles, and you're always going to have 2 tiles in your hand. So unlike a game like Kingdom Builder, which there's rules and stuff you can use to fix the Kingdom Builder issue, but where you draw this, you just have to place this 1 tile. You always have 2 tiles. You're always going to get to place 1 of these, so you can always look at the board and go, okay, well, what can I do with this one? What can I do with this one? So people who don't like the very limiting of choices may not like the game, but other than that, it's a kind of a stretch to find even that negative. It's a really pretty game. The components are super solid. They're just these ceramic tiles, as you can see in those pictures. See, you have these tiles here. I think they're plastic. But you have these tiles here. They're pretty good quality. Everything in it's really pretty. It flows really well, and you can play a game. This one, the box says 30 minutes. I'd say that's pushing it, because every game we played of this, even with 3 players, took like maybe 20 minutes. It's a very fast, very light little game. If I had to nitpick another one, it would be that this box is ridiculously large for what it is. This game is literally, and I mean, I get why it's there, but the game could literally just be like a central tile and you can only go 3 out in any direction and eliminate the board. So that way you could probably fit it, honestly, in something like this and just have all the tiles. So if I had to nitpick another complaint, that would also be it. The board or the box almost feels unnecessary. But other than that, yeah, no, this game is phenomenal. If you like very simple, light, but strangely in-depth games, definitely pick up Seikatsu. This game is fantastic. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time in the quarantine.